Some people have questioned where my heart lies in terms of video games and maybe the sincerity of my switching back to Xbox. And so I just wanted to cover that one more time because there was a little bit of a slower day. So I figured, hey, why not go ahead and do that? And it's going to be probably a slow week as well with the holidays and things like that. So obviously, for me personally, there was no one kind of moment or anything like that where I was like, oh, you know what, now's a good time to go ahead and switch back to Xbox. But, there's obviously the people also that are going to think, well, does that mean you're going to hate Xbox or PlayStation now? No, it was nothing that PlayStation did or anything like that. I'm going to get into the reasons and maybe give it a little bit more detail about what happened. But let's jump into it. It's going to be a topic I think is going to be enlightening. I'm the Crapgamer, of course, and this is Crapgamer Reviews, the home of gaming news, opinions, reviews, and much more. You'll probably notice some changes around here, and hopefully that doesn't stop you from giving us a like and possibly even consider subscribing if you haven't already done so. Thank you so much for choosing to spend some of your free time with me and my silly YouTube channel. Yes, I know it's just silly and stupid, but I do appreciate it, so thank you guys very much. With that being said, a lot of people kind of question me, and rightfully so. I think it would be right to question what I'm doing, things like that. I haven't checked any of the videos that I've put out since I did that and made that call. There was nothing, one major thing or anything like that happened. Like I said, a lot of the things just, for me, I got over the anger and the issues and stuff like that. Basically, Microsoft and Sony are doing a lot of the same things. So, Sony's putting their games on PC. That was something I got over with Microsoft a long time ago. The reason I was upset with Microsoft was the lack of big AAAs, and it just seemed like they would just lie repeatedly to fans. And, now I got it in my head, and I understand they're not lying. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't like they set out to me and said, hey, Crap Gamer, we're going to, tell you that there's games coming. It wasn't something directed directly at me. I guess I kind of had a big head in that I kind of just took it personal, and I probably shouldn't have done that. For me, I just thought I was incredibly let down. And now they've got some games coming out, and they did Forza, which is great. They have obviously Halo, which the multiplayer is really solid. I thought they did a fantastic job with that. Just overall, I feel like Microsoft's on a very solid path, and I feel like Sony's on a solid path. I just, personally, I've always been an Xbox guy since day one, 2001, and even though I was upset and stuff like that, I'm over it. And then not only am I over it, but I also had to deal with the fact that people think that now I'm gonna hate PlayStation or that I flip-flop, and I get the whole flip-flop thing. Trust me, I was like making light of it myself, but at the end of the day, I have to say what I'm doing honestly and what's right for me. And I think in terms of what Microsoft was able to accomplish on their 20th anniversary just kind of reminded me of that. But I was already starting to play more and more Xbox, and obviously the second half of the year for Sony was a little bit lackluster. But I'm well versed and think that next year is going to be probably Xbox's biggest, or excuse me, Sony's biggest year ever. It could be literally the biggest year ever for Sony, and I think that's going to be huge. And I'm not going to hate on that, because you know what? I'm getting God of War, Horizon Forbidden West, Gran Turismo 7, Forspoken. I'm even getting the Uncharted 4 remaster, because I love that game. It's been 4 or 5 years since I've even played it, and so I'm excited by what the future has to offer on PlayStation, right? Like, no joke, that PlayStation is absolutely incredible and an incredible platform, and they're nailing it. They are nailing it. With that being said, I still think that Xbox is going to be where I'm going to be spending a lot of my time long term, right? Like when Fable finally releases, and stuff like Perfect Dark, hopefully that's good. But I love Fable. Fable is like my jam. It's like something I absolutely just love. It's incredible. And I tell people that, and hopefully they believe me. But, for me personally, I just feel like Microsoft has this, kind of the RPG that I like really down. And I think that that's incredible. And that's something that really excites me as a fan. And that's what I want to see continuing. Like Starfield, I know people thought that I was like against Starfield. I don't really know what it's about, but they defined it as, Han Solo simulator. And if you know me, I'm a big Star Wars nerd. So I love that thought. I love the idea that maybe you're this rogue person in this amazing setting in space. And I just think that that's a absolutely lovely prospect, and it gets me excited as a fan. So hopefully you guys understand where I'm coming from with that. And, at the end of the day, I think it really kind of comes down to just, me being honest with everybody and wanting to be as upfront as possible. Listen, when I wasn't having fun with Xbox, I let everybody know. I stopped doing a podcast, right? Like, I know it seems funny now, but a podcast where you're getting 15, 20,000 views a week and you just give it up, why would anybody do that, right? Well, the reason was simple. It was just I wasn't having fun. And, that's not a knock on anybody. I just wasn't having fun, and I was disappointed in what Microsoft was doing. And it really came down to, like, the lack of exclusive games and stuff like that. So, I really hope that you guys understand where I'm coming from with that. I don't hate PlayStation. I don't hate Xbox. I'm enjoying both. I'm playing both. I think that, we're starting to see what Microsoft can do. I think we're seeing exactly, we're seeing what what Sony can do. Like I said, man, God of War is probably going to be the game of the year next year. It just probably will be. And, that's an exciting prospect. I can't wait to see what them and Microsoft have to offer, because that's what I think makes this such a great thing, is when you have two companies competing, but two companies doing so well and coming out with such great games that you can't really make fun of either. And that's where I want to get down to, like, great, I'm playing Starfield. That's awesome, man. And what a fantastic game. I'm coming off of playing God of War Ragnarok, which is an amazing game. And I'm coming off of, Forspoken and Horizon Forbidden West, which, seems amazing, and I'm still playing Halo multiplayer. Like, these are the things that I try to kind of tell everybody. I don't hate anybody, and, I don't I'm just enjoying myself in gaming, and it's something that I plan on keeping doing it, at least, and I hope that, I find some kind of audience for that. And, like I said, I can see where maybe I was a little bit too drastic with some of my hate on Xbox, but man, I just felt like a certain kind of way. Like, I felt like it was so personal, and now it's like, for me personally, I just feel like, hey, it wasn't personal. How the hell could it be personal? Get over it, and that was sort of where I started to kind of come into my own and my own line of thoughts with all this. And, hopefully you guys understand exactly where I'm coming from, because that's pretty much what's going on with this. It's honestly just my opinions and my thoughts on all of this kind of stuff. So hopefully you guys know where I'm coming from. And, like I said, some people have reached out and messaged me on Xbox Live or Twitter, and are very appreciative and receptive to what's going on, and some people aren't. Some people have been kind of jerks about it, which that's cool too. I guess I deserve some of that, and I guess I'll probably continue to get some of that. But honestly, it's good intentions from me, and I'm looking forward to seeing what happens in the future, because the future is an exciting thing, and gaming, in my opinion, is just starting to heat up. And so for the first time in probably a very long time, we're getting down to a situation where, I'm thrilled to be gaming just on everything again, and I haven't felt this way for a long time. I think maybe 2009, something like that was the last time I just felt. 2008, something like that, was just, I felt absolutely enamored with gaming. I was enjoying PS3, Xbox 360. I was just having a blast, and I'm actually doing that again. I'm just having a blast gaming on Xbox, on PlayStation. It's just been absolutely incredible, and I'm excited to see what the future holds for gaming, for me and for everybody else as well. There's no knock on it. I'm not, oh man, PlayStation sucks. That's not happening here. It's just not. But I would love to hear what everybody has to say about this. Maybe you forgive me, maybe you're with me, maybe you're not, but let me know. But if you do enjoy the content and want to see more of it, give us a like, shout us out, share it, tell somebody, rack them up, fact them up, Crapgamer them up. God bless everybody. Crapgamer out.